Hello and welcome to Cloud Solutions Tech. In this video, I'll be showing you how to execute a shell script from Jenkins. So to be able to achieve this, the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to create a bash script. Remember in the last video, I explained the difference between running a command from inside your virtual machine and running a command from inside of your container. So if we do docker ps, you can see our container right here. So let's go inside of our container. We'll do docker exec -ti, then we'll do Jenkins bash. Now we are inside of our container. Remember, when we're writing the script, we're writing the script on the virtual machine, and then we can copy it to our container, or this way we can do it through the volume, which I'll show you later on. So now that we're inside the container, when we do vi, you will see it says command not found, right? Vi is a text editor, right? So we are going to have an error, and this is because containers only have what they need. So containers don't have this vi. So which means that Jenkins only have packages regarding to Jenkins. So it does not have any other package like network tools or editors, because a container is meant to only do what they are meant to do. So because of that, we are going to log out of the container and then go outside of the container to create our script. So let me log out. All right. So here now, I will create our script. So the script, I will call the script, let's call it demo script. .sh. So let me do this. So the demo_script.sh. So in Linux, we normally create a script with the first line that is going to, give us the information, inform us which interpreter that we are going to use. So for this, I'm just going to write a simple script that is going to accept parameters, and then later on, we'll modify the script and make it more dynamic. So here, I'm just going to say student equals $1. And then next time, I'll say boss equals $2. All right, and I'll say echo hello student. You are welcome to this course. See solutions. Here's it. So in this first line of this script that has the student and course here, so what I've done here, this line, so I assign the value of the first and second command line argument to the variable student and course, right? So respectively with the $1 representing the first argument, passed to the script, and then the $2 represent the second argument. So in this line right there, the echo and then the hello $student. So this line uses the echo command to output a greeting message, right? So it uses the variables student and a course to include the value provided as command line argument. So the message is welcoming the student. The script is as simple as that. All right, so let's save our script. So what will happen if I go ahead and run the script now? So if I go ahead and run the script now, I'm going to have an error, right? So the error being that this script right now is not executable. So to fix that, so we have to give the proper permission to this script, to this file, for it to be able to work. So to do that, I'll do chmod plus x. I'll say demo script. All right, if I do ls now, you see that script is showing green, which means it's an executable file now. All right, so let's run that script. So say /demo, and then the first value that I'm going to pass to it is the name of the student. Okay, let me do this before I run the script. Let's start the file so you can see what we have. So this is what we have right here. We have student and then we have course. Okay, so let's run the script. So say demo. So the name of the student, let's use a random name. Let's say James. And then the course, let's say Jenkins. And then we'll run the script. So right here on the screen, we have hello James. You are welcome to this Jenkins lesson with Cloud Solutions Tech. So the first value that we're passing right here, the $1, is representing James, and then the second one, which is the course, $2, is representing the course. So hello James, you are welcome to this Jenkins lesson with Cloud Solutions Tech. So the same thing that we have done here on the command line, if we are going to do the same thing in Jenkins, how are we going to go about it? So let me show you how to do that. So remember earlier that I told you that we are outside of the container at the moment, which is completely isolated and a different file system. So our container cannot see this file, this script that we have right here. Our container cannot see it. So we are going to copy this file into our container. But later on, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do another video. You will learn how to use volumes and Docker to share data between host and the container. I will do another video. I'll show you how to do that. But for now, I'm just going to copy this file from outside of our container into our container. That is what I'm going to do now. So to copy this file, right, from outside of the container into the container, we're going to say docker cp. So copy. So the name of the script or the name of the file that I want to copy, which is demo underscore script.sh. So I'll say demo. Then the name of the container, which in this case, Jenkins. So I'll say Jenkins, and then I'll do a colon. And what is the path? Where do I want to copy that file to, right? So for example, I can say I want to copy to 10, and then what name do I want to give to that file in the container as well? I can just call it the same name and say demo underscore script.sh. So like the full path. So if we hit enter now, and then we go into the container, we should be able to see the script inside of this 10 directory. All right, let's do that. So let's go to our container now. So I'll say docker exec fgi. So Jenkins patch. All right. So now we are inside of our container. So to check what we have copied, I'll do cat /10 demo. All right. So we have our file that we created outside of the container. Now we have it inside of the container, which is pretty cool, right? You can see You see, we are inside of the container right here now. So now the question is, how do we execute this in Jenkins? Pretty simple. So we are going to take this full part and then we execute it. So now that we have our script inside of our container now, let us also test how it works inside of the container. Then we'll now go and run it from our Jenkins. All right. So I'll say /temp. And then I'll use the same thing as earlier. And then say Jenkins. All right. So we are still having the same output. Hello, James. You are welcome to this Jenkins lesson with Cloud Solutions Tech. Okay. So if you look at it, the solution is missing an N. So let's correct that. So for that, I'll go back outside of the container, go and correct it and copy the file back again. So we'll do exit. So let's go back into that file. Insert mode. Hello student, you are welcome to Cloud Solutions Tech. And alright. So we fix that. We save. And then we copy back again. Alright. So from here, let's go back. Alright. So now we're back inside of it. Alright, cool. So hello James, you are welcome to this Jenkins lesson with Cloud Solutions Tech. So the next thing now, let's copy the part of the script and then go to our Jenkins job and then go and run this script from Jenkins. So let's use the same bash job. So we'll go to configure. So let's go down to execute shell. Alright, so let me take out this. Now just class the parameter. Is as simple as that. But I'm still going to show you another way of adding parameters. But for now, let's go with this. So we can just say save and then click on build now. So what is going to happen now is that when we say build now, so what Jenkins is going to do, Jenkins is going to go into the file, it will read the script, so it's going to pass the parameter that we put in the shell, and then in the output, we can see what we have done. So let's check our console output. Alright, pretty cool. So we ran this script right here, and then we added our parameter, and right here we have hello James. You are welcome to this Jenkins lesson with Cloud Solutions Tech. So this output now is our expected output. So let me explain one more time what we have done. So let me go back to our configuration and show you what happened. So what happened here is that Jenkins from its shell took the parameter that we passed and then read them, and then at the same time pass those parameters to the script. And then we can also do this passing variables as well. So we can say, I'll say students equals James, and then course was Jenkins. And then what is going to happen here, I'm going to remove this part and say, I'll say students, and then I'll say so what we have done now, we should also get the same output. The output should be the same thing. So let's go ahead and save and then build again. Build now. Alright, completed. We also have the console output. So we also have the same thing. Hello James, you are welcome to this Jenkins lesson with Cloud Solutions Tech. So let me show you one more thing before we end this video. So how do you know when your job failed? Alright, let's go back to the configure. Let me just make some typo. Just put space here. You see, and then save, and then say build now. While there you see X, I say failed. James not found, you see, and then right here as well, it says build step execution mark build as failure. So that was intentional. I added just a space, like a typo, which the build step shell does not recognize. So it failed it. So if you come back to the build history, you can see when your build fails, it's going to have red and X. Another build that passed is going to say green. So let's go back and fix that. So now close the gap back again, and then we save and run build again. See, so now our build passed. So that will be it for now. See you in the next lesson. So in the next video, I'll be showing you how to add parameters to your job, and you also learn how to create Jenkins list parameter with your script. See you in the next lesson.